What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about trading edge. Alright, so I've spoken about this so many times, trading edge. But what is a trading edge? First of all, you need an edge in trading to make money in the long run. That's just a given. If you don't have a trading edge right now, you shouldn't be trading. If you don't know if you have an edge, you don't have one, so you shouldn't be trading. You should be developing your edge. Now, what does it mean to have an edge? Really simple. An edge means that if you take the next 100 setups similar to the one that you took. So basically, if you take the same setup 100 times, after those 100 trades, you have more money than when you started. If that's the case, you have an edge. Now, the strength of your edge, the drawdowns, everything, it can all vary based on your performance, based on your strategy, etc. But the point is, the basic point, the baseline, is that you want to see if after 100 trades, and maybe more in some instances, you want to see if you have more money than when you started, and that will define your edge. From there on, you know you have an edge, then you start developing it, then you start improving it. And again, there are many ways to do this, but the bottom line is that you need an edge to improve your trading and to even make money. So the reason I said 100 trades is that so many people put way too much emphasis on just one trade. They lose one trade and they're like, oh fuck, if I managed this trade, I would have had a winner. So the next trade, they manage their trades and they cut the winner short. And then based on that last trade, they make again an adjustment for the next trade. And what you're doing is you're running in circles, you're improving, you think you're improving, but you're not. So please stop focusing on the last trade, but really see it like the next 100 trades, next 1,000 trades that you're going to take. Are they all similar? Are they all the same setups? And if they are, do they provide edge? That's what's important. So if you have a losing trade, log it in your journal, but don't make adjustments based on that one losing trade. That's a recipe for disaster, guys. And I see so many people doing this, and it's a waste of time. It prolongs your learning curve because you want to find edge. And if you keep changing stuff, then it's really hard to see what works, what doesn't, what you need to adjust, and what you don't need to adjust, basically. So yeah, always focus on the next 100 trades. The other thing I want to discuss is that how do you get that edge? So how do you actually get more money after those 100 trades? And like I said before, there are many ways to get a trading edge, and it's really up to you. But the process you want to go through is really thinking about yourself as a scientist. You want to discover what works, and scientists always start with a hypothesis. They start with what if ... and then they start testing it. And then when they are done testing, they change one thing, just one, to see how the performance changes of the experiment. That's what you do as a trader. You start with a basic edge. You start with testing a basic idea to see if it works. And then if after 100 trades you have more money than you had before, then you have established an edge. What do you want to do next? Test one new thing to see how does it impact your edge. Let's say you have an edge but the drawdowns are big. How can you decrease it? How can you smoothen out that equity curve? That's the next thing. And then you change one thing to see, okay, what if I only take trades in line with the trend? What if I only took reversals? That's when you really dive into the data you have from your early testing. And that's how you develop your edge. But always be the scientist, guys. You should always have the question in your mind, what if this? What if that? Then you want to gather some statistics over hundreds of trades to see the difference. And then you implement it if it's better. And then you get the next thing and you test the next idea. Improve, improve, improve. So let's say you're now at the stage where you have developed an edge. The next thing you want to do is really trade it on a small live account. You want to see if you can execute it in the live markets. You also want to see what losing does to you psychologically. Because when you trade live money, probably in the beginning you're going to feel some emotions. You're going to be like, and especially when you lose 3-4 times in a row, you're going to be like, this is not really, doesn't feel nice. And that's okay. I had that in the beginning as well. You have to go through it. You have to get used to it. But when you get through a drawdown and then you make a new high and then you get another drawdown and then you make a new high again in your account balance, that's when you build the confidence like, okay, drawdowns are part of the game. I have to stick to the plan. I've tested it. It has edge, but it also has shit periods. And I have to get through it. And then when I get through it, I make a new high in my equity curve. That's how you do it. Do you think I got my trading confidence just from nothing? Of course not. It came from going through the shit periods over and over and over again. It came from a lot of backtesting and seeing my strategy up and down, but eventually it makes money, but it does have these shit periods. And if you see it over and over again and you experience it over and over again, that's when you build the confidence. So that's something you want to do. Let's say you're trading live with a small account. Track everything in your trading journal, guys. And then from your trading journal, you usually get new ideas of, hey, I noticed that on Fridays I lose a lot of money. Is this something that has happened before? Then you go back to your backtesting results and see on which days your setups happen. And maybe it's the case that Fridays are shit. And then you maybe think about, okay, why am I losing money on Fridays? Is it because I'm not focused? Or is it because the markets are not at the right place? Something is not working for your strategy. Then you investigate that and step by step your edge increases. So to recap this video, guys, stop focusing on one trade. Focus on edge over the long term. Focus on the next 100 trades. Take them according to your plan. And if your plan works, you will make money. Edge means that if you take the same setup 100 times, you have more money than when you started. If you don't have a clear answer to the question, do I have more money if I take the same setup 100 times? If you don't have an answer to that, that's something to investigate. That's your homework for this week. You can do it, you cannot do it. I don't give a shit. It's up to you. It's your trading journey. This is the information I'm giving you, and you can do with it whatever you want, basically. But that's how I would go about it. If you don't have an edge, start testing stuff like a scientist. It might be boring, but it's worth it. If you already think you have an edge or you have one, trade it on a small live account, track everything, get through the drawdowns, experience it before you're scaling up. Now, if you still don't have an edge, I can help you. I took a long time developing my edge because I tried to do everything on my own. I was wasting so much time and energy until I also got someone that helped me. So yes, you can go at this alone. You know how to do it right now. But if you want guidance, personal attention, I can help you with that. Comment down below or click the link in the description. There you can book a free call with me. And then we can discuss what's possible for you. Look at your current strategy, see if there's edge there, or I can teach you my edge. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.